Hi everybody, it is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. We are in the midpoint of the month. The first half of the month is gone. So now we've reflected on the first month of the half. Now it's time to put our best foot forward in the second half of the month. We are pretty much here in the United States. We are in prime time, summer time. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Let me just start off by saying, was there a time in your life where everything just seems so damn perfect? You're like, damn, I wish I was this age again. I wish I was this. Now we're going to take a little bit of a look back into the past. We're going to have a blast from the past. And what I mean by that is, let's go back to childhood a little bit, okay? Let's just reflect on who we were back then. What happens when we grow up? Now, I'm going to show you a picture of when I was a little girl, okay? So this is me, circa 1999, I think 2000, possibly. Just take a good look at who that was. I have to look at myself and I have to laugh because this is almost over 20 years ago, okay? Now this little coconut head, which is me, my mom used to dress me up like this, and I was just a little girl, and I remember just being very quiet and humble and shy, but very, like I said, rebellious. I remember just being a little girl in kindergarten, and I would throw riots. I would throw fits to the teacher. I don't know why. I just would outpour myself, that eruptive passion, that gets triggered. We all have it, you know what I'm saying? I had it when I was a kid. It got kind of shut down a little bit, but now it's starting to make its way back. Like I said, when we were children, it's a lot easier to speak your truth. It's a lot easier to just be in the moment, get lost in the moment. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about that person. You just live. The one thing I love about children, I don't have children, I'm just saying, but the one thing I love about children is that they are just a bright light of innocence. It's like, damn, you see a baby and you see a kid, a very young toddler, and you're like, I just don't want them to, you want to protect them naturally, for me anyway, because they are so young and they're so innocent, and it's the path along. When you grow up, it's like, why does it have to be this way? Why do they have to grow up so fast? Why can't we just be children, almost like Peter Pan? I'd never want to grow up. I never want to grow up. I never want to grow up. This girl grew up, okay? Now, I invite you guys to reflect on your childhood, and what would you tell your younger self? I would say, damn girl, you look good. I would just say, first of all, don't take life so seriously, because life is always in motion. It's always constantly changing. Like I said, you just got to have fun with it. Have fun with what you have. Just like, when you were a kid, taking a nap for me is like amazing. Una siesta, I love taking naps every now and then. But when I was a kid, I hated taking naps. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go out. I wanted to always travel. I had this itch. I had this sangre gitana. I had this gypsy blood within me. Like I said, I can't sit still. I can't sit still. I need to get moved. I'm a kid, damn it. I'm going to be a kid once. And this youth, I just want to say, when you're young, everything just seems so damn easy. And then when you're a kid, you're like, I want to grow up already. I want to be an adult. And then I think to myself, nah, I'd rather be a kid. But you know what I say? It's always good to find a balance between the two. The adult version of you and that inner child, that inner spark, that glow, that creativity, that natural ability to be honest. It's easier when you're a kid, and it's a lot of fun. I say just dig into this. Dig deep to your childhood. What made you so happy? I think it's always just being simple. Somebody put it to me like this. Life is very simple. Humans make it complicated. And I understood what he said. I understood what he meant. Because, life, the answers are always inside of us, right? When you reflect and you look inward, a lot of the things come like this. Sometimes you'll have answers. I'm taking a shower and then I'll have an answer for me. I'm like, whoa. Or sometimes when I dream, I'll have an answer, because that's your subconscious. That's your intuition working. And when you look more into that and it starts connecting with you and you start flowing into it, things start rolling much more naturally. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to worry about anything. When you just tap into this inner child, this little coconut head, you start to realize, I was this happy at this age. I don't know what happened. What happened? Well, let me tell you something. What happened? Life happened, and I would tell my younger self, like, listen, things are going to happen. You're going to experience heartbreak. You're going to experience grief. You're going to experience love. You're going to experience joy. You're going to experience happiness. It all comes in the bundle of life. Just get ready, baby girl, because it isn't over. It's just always changing. But I think with time and experience and wisdom and learning, you learn to brace yourself. You learn to grow a backbone. You learn to be who you are. You cultivate. You cultivate your statue. You were building it like, I don't know, you're building it, okay? And that's who you are. You're like, you know what, girl, I was this happy then. And one thing I want to tell you guys and girls, and however you may identify as humans, the pleasure that they used to have or they've experienced before, they try to seek it again. They try to find that experience, that same feeling, whether it's conscious or subconscious. They try to seek it, it's a part of us. We want to experience that pleasure again. We want to experience the rush. We want to experience the intense sensations of a love, of winning the lottery, whatever the sensations you get, because the brain loves it. But yeah, like I said, being a kid, it's like being simple, very direct, very blunt. How would you talk to your younger self? That's what I would ask you guys. How would you speak to your younger self? What advice would you give your younger self? And let that incorporate into today, because we're all kids at heart. All right, so that's my message for you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Your girl is gonna kill it. All right, love you. Mwah.